Hi, so the other day when I was teaching the square roots, cube roots, and all these roots, and then gave a question, what is the value of that root of 343? There's this student said, how would you know? I already gave the student the answer at 7, and he was like, but how would you know? Right? And that's a very, very good question that I didn't have enough time to explain in class. So let me explain it now, right? So, for example, when you are asked what is the square root, okay, of 25, okay, you actually don't need to write this, remember, okay? When you have nothing, that means square root, okay? Square root of 25 is just 5. Why? Because you remember that 5 times 5, which is 5 square, is 25. You know it. You know the times table, so you know it, right? But what if you don't? If it's like beyond the boundary of times table, okay? For example, what is the third root of 8? Okay. So this is asking what is the value that when you multiply it by itself for 3 times, you get an 8. So you would just go, oh, okay, let's see, 1 cubed is 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. No, it's not. How about 2 cubed? Okay. Oh, 2 times 2 times 2. Oh, awesome, it's 8. So it should be 2, okay? So you know that third root of 8 is 2. Okay, awesome, like that. Okay, so, but how would you do this one? Okay, so, like 8 is far smaller than 343. Let's see. Okay, let me go to the next slide, next blank page. Okay, third root of 343. Okay, so 2 cubed is 8. What else do you know? Well, at least I know 10 cubed is 1,000. So 343 is in between those two, right? It's still very far, and I'll tell you it's a whole number. I told the student it's a whole number, okay? So you don't need to try like 2.35 kind of thing. You only need to try 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and how many? Up to 9, because you know that 10 cubed is 1,000 already, so it should be smaller than 10. Okay, and then you know it's 2 cubed is 8, so you should only try 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's only 6 numbers. Which number would you want to try? Okay, let's do something on half of 10. What is 5 cubed? Okay, 5 times 5 times 5, right? Okay, 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, 25 times 5, okay, I would do like this. 25 times 4 is 100. 25 times 5 is 100 plus 25, okay, which is 125, all right? Okay, no, it's still far smaller. Okay, so when I get to this point, there was another student who shouted, oh, is it 6? Okay, very good guess. Okay, 6 times 6 times 6. Okay, that's 36. Okay, you cannot use a calculator. What is 36 times 6? There could be many ways to do it. I would do it. I would do 30 times 6 is 180. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, so that added together is 216. 216. So that is 216. Getting closer. Okay, and then the students finally shouted, it should be 7. Okay, because it's so close. Okay, 7 times 7 times 7 is, okay, that's 49, right? 49 times 7, how would you do it? 49 is just 1 smaller than 50. So let's do 550 times 7 first, which is 350, right? And 49 times 7 is just 7 smaller than 350, right? So that's 343. Bingo, I got it, right? So I know that the root of 343 is 7. That's how you get it, and that's the only way you can get it manually without using a calculator. There's a small trick to make the estimation a bit faster, okay? But after all, you are still estimating, right? So in the next video, let me tell you how you can self-study those things in using AI.